Alright, we're back with UNL Season 10. Once again, really apologize for the delays, but given how live spectate has been working today, we had to resort to other measures, but no time talking about that because we have an invade coming in. 5-minute break. Moving really fast into the top river. They find the pick. Nautilus Q is an easy lockdown onto Amari for first blood, and the Vex takes it as well. 5-minute breaks draft. We have Ornn top lane, Graves jungle, Vex mid, and the bot lane is Vayne Nautilus. 5-minute break, really taking a liking to this Vayne pick. Hasn't really been punished so far. And on the other side of the rift, it's Invul, Poppy in the top lane, Lilia, Tristana, jungle mid duo, and Ezreal Karma as well. So given how this team comp looks on red side, it's pretty clear what they want to do. Team fighting, playing backwards, front to back, making sure that their carries have enough damage, enough items that they can actually overpower champions on the other side. Karma should help with trying to peel back here. Should be able to get some early advantages in this lane as well. The bot lane for Invul has hit level 2 first, but it hasn't really resulted in a bigger punish. Maybe if the wave was a little bit further from the tower, they could have done a bit more. In this case, couldn't really do that. Poppy Ornn doesn't really feel like a lane where much is going to happen early, but Poppy later on will be able to interrupt important Ornn abilities. Yeah, such as that dash. That is exactly what I was looking for there. That's that fast presence, able to stop the charge from the Ornn. Nice hook though from Cargilly. We're straight back to bot lane. More action coming in. Both ignites used by the supports. No flash though. Ezreal's arcane shift keeping him safe. And now all of a sudden it's 5-minute break with all the pressure bot side. The dragon's not up yet. The fight is all about the skull crabs right now, and it's Hawksbill a little bit caught out of position here. Has to flash away. Outlaw's following up this play. Will any other flashes be used here? It's 5-minute break coming in with the assist though. It's a 4v4 situation, but 5-minute break. We're more coordinated when it comes to the counter engage, and now they're following up onto the Tristana. This looks like it's just going to be a second kill for them. And the hook is going to land onto the Karma too. There's more than enough CC to secure the third kill of this skirmish. And 5-minute break have opened up this game so well for themselves. 3 kills on the board for Vex before the 5-minute mark. But Dragon hasn't even spawned yet. This is already the kind of reality that we're looking at. A Tristana who already has a pretty tough time into the Vex, not really being able to jump in. Now with Vex, with that Lost Chapter purchase, will be even harder to fight against. Now we have Deja Vu trying to push this wave in. He will do so, but it's going to be at the expense of his flash. Amari was there to capitalize. Yeah, with this level lead, potentially, and this item lead, It's not really looking good for Outlaw right now. He's without his TP, without any potions. It's just a fleet footwork sustain that is going to try and keep him alive in this lane, but that can only get you so far. The situation in the lane's 4 or 5 minute break is already looking kind of precarious right now. Although Vayne is still without her items. Still hasn't backed. Looking at about 1,800 gold right now. Oh, Christian Simeone tumbling in. Maybe a little bit out of position. Both gap closers used backwards. Yeah, look at this combo from Martin Juicer King. This could just be a solo kill mid. And it won't be. Stana Ruka jumps just in time, but you can see the kind of influence that Vex now has because of that skirmish. Won by a 5 minute break. Really allowing Vex to do even more than usual. We'll have to see what the plan will be for Invul past this point. The dragon is still up. What do they want to do about this information? Neither team has contested the Void Grubs either. Oh, excuse me. There are 3 Void Grubs on the side of 5 minute break. The second batch of Void Grubs will come soon. Yeah, but the way this is going, the advantage that Vex has mid. Any kind of play towards either neutral objective is just going to be that much easier. Invul having a little bit of that bot lane push. Able to put down a lot of vision around the Dragon Pit area.
A summoner has reconnected.
But they are still feeling the pressure from this Nautilus. He's holding the bush. He's making his presence known, but Karma doesn't want to come in here. Completely getting zoned out of CS. Now they're trying to come in, but Karma just used a shield on herself. And the CC chain is crazy. Dredge Line followed up by the Condemn. CJ Shaw's positioning was not the best there. And now it's a 2v1 situation. Hazard trying to get something back, and he will. Nice True Shot Barrage. Flashes away. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Not the worst outcome, given how it started for Invul. Now the mid lane push for Invul is also commencing. Couldn't really dodge the skill shots. Cargilly actually trying to go for this. Onto the Ezreal. Uses his ultimate cooldown, but it's not going to work. The burst from 5 minute break almost resulted in a kill. Outlaw with a desperate attempt at trying to get a kill back, but Martin Juicer King getting away with more than 100 HP. It's like almost everything is just going FMB's way right now. All that Invul has going for themselves is that small lead top lane that they have. But it's a Poppy versus Ornn matchup. Both of these champions are more so defined by what they do outside of laning phase. So this is a tough situation for Invul to be in. But they are not the ones to give up. FMB looking for that dragon attempt while Invul are grouped on the other side of the map. Will they just start the Void Grubs It looks like the answer is yes. Dragon for grubs feels like the best they can do in terms of objective trades. Oh, Cargill with a roam. He's outside of vision. Outlaw continuing to play aggressive. Will he get caught here? FMB actually decide against the play. Yeah, this early Luden's Companion for Vex is going to hit pretty damn hard. Perhaps for our, like, even more bursty early game options, like Lost Chapter into Storm Surge, or something along those lines, but having Ludens this early is also a pretty big power spike for the Vex. Trist using her explosive charge on the minions, which means Vex can just trade back against the Tristana, but now FMB is going for the 2v2 all in, and they should get at least one kill here. Precious Simeone kiting away the exhaust. Now he goes for another kill. He will just get it. The TP coming in from Tristana, but completely isolated. That forces the other TP from Invul, but this is a very bad situation. That TP from Poppy actually getting cancelled, and Invul will they get at least one, but yeah, they will, but how much is that really worth? You've blown 2 teleports for an already losing play. You've lost even more for it. I feel like if you're Invul here, your prerogative is to scale. You can't just try and make turnaround plays like that. You're not really built for that either. This Tristana is desperately in need of more gold. Same could be said for this Ezreal. Actually, Christian Simeone using his Hazard using his Arcane Shift forward. Maybe I could have prompted FMB to engage, but not this time. Christian Simeone a bit too low to try and go for that. Well, actually, he's staying. Never mind. A little bit precarious here for FMB. One more Mystic Shot could have done it. But RQ from Karma whiffs just about. Here comes Valilia, though. I don't think Invul is done. That ball is going to hit him right in the backside. Christian Simeone was probably looking at the items he wants to purchase or something. Guess he just, you know, was not expecting that to happen. Oh, but now Invul, they want to get this dive. But is it really possible? Do they have enough damage to bring this Nautilus down? His Aftershock is down, but I don't think there's enough damage. FMB, they want to turn this around. The ultimate from Vex is going to miss, but it does not matter one bit. FMB will get 2 kills for 1 at minimum. Christian Simeone, Night Hunter available. He wants to keep chasing. Doesn't have Flash. Alova does have Flash. Hazza gets caught in the fear as well. 3 for 1 for FMB. Invul really desperate for this dive onto the Nautilus, but once again they get punished. I'm really, like, I'm quite confused at what is happening. Given the comp that they're playing, I don't think this is the kind of playstyle you want to go for, especially when you're already the ones behind. You're just giving FMB more gold to work with. Now maybe there's the Rift Herald contest here, but it's once again FMB with the early numbers advantage. Cargill is there too. They are just going to kill off the Poppy here most likely, although Poppy manages to tank just enough damage for rest of Invul to come in and get the cleanup. Not bad for Invul. They get the shutdowns. Now they're chasing onto the Nautilus. Kill number 3 will surely follow. Who's it going to go to? Lilia gets that as well. So after all that criticism that I just levied, Invul's way, they managed to do this. Fair enough. The game is still on. The dragon is still up. But Invul is not quite in a position to take it. Instead, they will just go for damage onto mid lane tower. The plates are already gone, and Tristana should be able to take this one. So yeah, that fight in the top lane did give... Oh, well, we don't have time to talk about item spikes, because CJ Shaw just got hooked once again. And that should be a free dragon for a 5-minute break. Initiator has not yet based, it looks like. Invul is not ready at all to contest this dragon, and it doesn't look like they wanted to anyway. We'll see if Invul can scale up a little bit more and get things going. FMB take down the mid lane tier 1 turret with the Rift Herald. True Shot Barrage going past mid. I wonder what that was about. Oh, 5-minute break. Never mind that. They wanted to maybe get another pick. The Cargillie's hook was not quite on the money. Looks like the lane assignments for Invul are going to change a little bit. Ezreal going towards mid, Tristana going towards bot. And the mid laner for FMB is going to follow. We're going to have the mid laner's bot. A well-established rotation. Graves still so much stronger than many members of Invul. Now FMB, they could have actually gotten punished for walking up this far. If that ball lands from Lilia, that could have been a sleep into more CC following up. It's FMB who continue their push in. They don't care about, you know, the possibility of a jungler arriving or of a Tristana making the rotation. They have pretty good vision coverage on the top side of the map, so if they just hover towards that side, nothing really stopping them from doing this. Mari will take his red buff, but he was under a little bit of pressure there. 5-minute break. Looks like they just want to take any fight. Like, whoever gets hooked, they will just jump on him, but right now, Invul not really giving him a chance to do so. Tristana now at 2 items. And actually, ahead in gold of a late opponent here, which is, you know, given what happened in the early game, this is quite an accomplishment. Invul bringing it back. But they will have to be very careful in those team fights. The amount of burst that can come out from this Graves Vex duo is quite scary. And Karma's building Malignance. They're definitely a more damage-oriented build instead of items like Locket or Redemption. Still 40 seconds until the dragon, but FMB, it really feels like they're putting a chokehold on Invul here. They're not really letting them come into the river. They will just try to snipe him out by any means necessary. Invul actually walking up, but I don't know if this is the right play to make. Both Haz and CJ Shaw just get bursted down where they stand. Initiator coming in with his Poppy. What a sleep from Imari, though. Maybe this is a fight they needed. 2 kills for the Tristana. Gracious Simeone wants to keep going. Doesn't have his sums, though. Nice Condemned actually makes it work. Fool comes in with his teleport. FMB, it looked like they were in a tough spot for a few seconds, but Gracious Simeone on this Vayne pick, absolutely fearless. And he knew he had the backup of his top laner as well. So it was well fought by Invul, but at the end of the day, FMB still had the bigger gold lead. Especially on, when it comes to the AD carry position. Vayne is absurdly fed given the state of the game, how early it is. Regardless, Invul will just start this dragon. Or without his important ultimate. Looks like FMB, yeah, they do not want this dragon. They will try for the steal, but it will not happen. There's one good thing out of the situation. Outlaw just attack moving against the Vayne, but you're not winning that DPS war. Vex landing with Shadow Surge, but it's onto the Poppy. We'll take it anyway. Will not result in a kill. Baron Nashor is up, but I don't think... Well, scratch that. 5-minute break, just want to do it. We will force a response out of Invul, but I think 5-minute break can easily turn here. What is going to happen? The sleep lands onto the Graves, which is important information, but they can't land any damage onto him. It's just the Ornn was taking damage, and now the Vex with a teleport, zoning out multiple members of Invul. And they have to turn tail and run. Multiple flashes burned already. And will FMB just go back onto the Baron? CJ Shaw has a very low. Will not be the Baron call just yet. Oh, now Deja Fool in a bit of a problem here. He can't really use his dash. Now he does, but it's a little bit too late. He will be followed up by the Poppy stun. And that is a small pick for Invul to tide them over. The game is still within reach, but you have to play teamfights extremely carefully, and also this Vayne is a big problem. Condemned onto the tower, nicely placed by Christian Simeone. Initiator flashing to try and get something back, maybe land a stun, but it was too late. Vayne already with 3 items. Bork wins his Rageblade Terminus. Invul waiting for the pick inside of the bush, but they fought. 5-minute break, we're not aware, but they were perfectly aware. Even though there was a control ward placed in there. 5-minute break sussed them out. What an ultimate for Martin Juicer King there to take everyone out. He will pay for it with his life. Because maybe he went a little bit too far there by trying to go for kill number 4. But that sequence will give 5-minute break Baron. .
turret has been destroyed.
Uh-oh. A little bit of trouble for Christian Simeone, but he's got Ghost. He's got the red buff. Yeah, he tries to not chase too far. Multiple members of Invul trying to take him down desperately, trying to get this shutdown. Can they get it? Initiator with the Keeper's Verdict. Christian Simeone continues his fight against the Ezreal. Tumble, another auto attack, he gets it! He kites away from the situation! And now Cargilly with the assist. He's going to CC the Karma. And this Vayne cannot be dropped. But Poppy will fall as well, thanks to all the damage that Bill is able to dish out. And Invul, try as they might, they cannot kill the Vayne. Their frontline just gets kited to hell and back. Too much damage as well. And this feels like it puts Invul in yeah, this situation is not anything to envy. I don't know how we're supposed to deal with this Vayne at this point. And that is not even the only damage threat that can hurt them this time. Oh my goodness. Outlaw just sitting on a ward. Maybe looking for a pick himself? But, yeah, he was in vision. And that Shadow Surge can provide pick potential from massive ranges. Just Vex on her own that's able to burst people down, especially the squishies. Initiator will get the top lane turret here, but 5-minute break have really good tempo. They are onto this mid lane turret. Top and jungle retreating. They still haven't recalled. This will just be mid lane inhibitor. And possibly more. 5-minute break wants to go for the initiation. Christian Simeone coming in. Almost getting the kill. Teleport comes in from Initiator. Outlaw coming in too. The last chance saloon for Invul. They're coming in, but Outlaw gets caught by the fear. The kite back is so good from 5-minute break. And they will continue to walk towards the base. 28 minutes in, 5-minute break. Look like they just want to finish the Nexus. But this minion is going to fall. Can Deja full tank these turrets? Okay, the call is to retreat. They don't feel safe enough to go for the end here, and their gold lead is more than enough to secure the win. You look at these champions, and it's just impossible to imagine any other scenario. Tristana still has a long way to go. Ezreal, you know, compared to Vayne, he's not really a champion. Lilia is in a really good spot, but, like, there's not much you can do against the Vayne pick. The positioning is correct. It's like... feels really bad to play this game right now. Christian Simeone, he's been playing on the edge, but... just staying away from danger just barely. Outlaw going in for another trade, but once again, the Fear is just going to catch him unawares. This is not how you want to use your rocket jump. That's another pick going the way of FMB. Well, this looks like the last push for FMB. I don't think it's, you know, a ridiculous assessment for me to make or anything. Looks like before that we will just take Baron and then go for the push. Or maybe they'll just lure Invul out. They have all the vision while Invul is trying to walk in and try to stop this Baron from being taken. The nice ball from Lilia actually spots multiple members from FMB, so this time they actually avoid the ambush, but not for long, because this Ornn ult is going to hit like crazy, and they got caught in this choke. Triple kill for the Graves. Vex takes another, Vayne secures the last kill, and 5-minute break took the fight at the perfect time, and they will kill the Nexus afterwards. 32 minutes in and 5-minute break take another win. UNL Season 10 still hungry for that #1 spot in the standings.